Hey y'all, it's day 10 of no power courtesy of Hurricane Helene. I ain't made a video in almost 2 weeks. I got to do something, throw it out there for y'all. So today I'm gonna do Hurricane baby back ribs. We do have a generator. We're trying to minimize the usage of it because gasoline is not real cheap. So we're doing this video by flashlight as best we can. I do have some battery powered lights out on the patio, so maybe we'll be able to see. Hopefully this video will turn out good. I'm gonna try to do another 5 to 6 hour rib cook. I'm getting started early in the morning before it gets hot because it has still been really hot down here. Anyway, let's get to it. All right, I'm not worrying about the membrane today. We're just gonna season these bad boys up. I got the green egg already heating up. One thing about charcoal, you don't need electricity for charcoal, do you? So I'm gonna cook this real good. I'm gonna cook these to about 190-ish. I expect I'm gonna cook them for about 2 hours. I'm going for somewhere in the vicinity of 300 degrees. We'll cook them for about 2 hours. We'll see how they are at that point, and then I expect I'm gonna wrap them up. Put some Old Bay on there. I've used Old Bay before on ribs. I kind of like the little kick that it gives to it. Using these two seasonings in particular though, you gotta be careful because they both have a lot of salt in them. And it is possible to oversalt your ribs. Now if any of y'all have oversalted your ribs and you figured out how to get all that salt back off of there, let me know, because I ain't figured out a trick for that yet. If you oversalt them, you just don't need to salt anything else on your meal that day. Had a scare for a minute. I thought I'd done picked up a jug of cinnamon instead of some Old Bay. That would have been some ribs, wouldn't it? All right, so I got my ribs all seasoned up. I'll pat that on there. I'm gonna let them sit while I finish heating the grill up. Okay, I got my pecan wood going. Got the grill hot. We're gonna go ahead and put our ribs on. We're gonna shut it down and we're gonna cook them for about 2 hours. And then we'll see where they're at, and we're gonna probably wrap them up. All right, so that's the ribs on the grill. Okay, we're 300 degrees for about an hour and a half, and these things are cooking really fast. So what we're gonna do, they're already probing at 180 degrees internal. So I'm gonna pull them off and we're gonna wrap them. Then we're gonna put them back on. Ooh, doggy, that smells good. Okay, so we got them all wrapped up. I'm gonna leave them like that for about another hour, and then we'll check them. This could be one of my faster rib cooks. We'll see. There's a lot going on as far as the weather, temperature outside, humidity. A lot of that's contributing to the speed of the cook. Also 300 degrees instead of the generally 250. So let's let them sit in the tinfoil and we'll check them in about an hour. Okay, so it's been an hour since we wrapped them. They're probing done. So let's pull these things off of here and see if they're really done. I like mine fall off the bone, so that's what I'm going for. Let's see what we got. those are just about done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close it back down. I'm gonna cook it for about another 30 minutes to firm that bark back up. And then we're gonna let them rest and see how they are. Time to wait. While we're waiting on the ribs to finish, I am gonna put the recipe down in the description. I'll also put links to Amazon, the Uflora temperature probe, ThermoPro, then coupon codes to get you a discount. If you order any of that stuff, the coupon codes will be down in there as well. It's been an interesting 10 days. The neighborhood has power back, got it back yesterday evening, but our weatherhead broke. So until I get an electrician out here to replace the weatherhead, we won't have power. Now, I'm supposed to have one coming Monday, and if he does that, we'll have our power probably Tuesday or Wednesday whenever Dominion can get back over here and hook it up. So all that being said, I appreciate you guys that are still watching the channel. Sorry I hadn't posted in a couple of weeks, but it's been kind of rugged around here. Let's get back to cooking them ribs. Okay, it hadn't quite been a half an hour. It's only been about 20 minutes. And I just checked them, and they looking just like I want them to look. So I got that bark firmed back up. So I'm gonna pull them off and set them over there on the pan. We're gonna let them rest for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna have us a taste. Looks like they're gonna be pretty good. Okay, so I've let them rest for 10 minutes. Put my glove on because they're still hot. Let's see. Oh yeah, you see that thing steaming? See if I can hold it up here. Let y'all take a quick look. All right. Moment of truth. Still hot. That pecan wood, really get that pecan wood flavor. A little piece of bone. Yep, those are some good old ribs. I like that. That pecan wood does it. With the spices we put on there. And I coated them pretty liberally, so you get good flavor from that. I mean, just the pork all itself, if I didn't put anything on it, it'd still be pretty good. But I used the Old Bay and McCormick's steak seasoning, and you don't have to just use it for steak, obviously, and Old Bay you don't just have to use for seafood. But it worked out really good. I covered them liberally, patted it in, let it set for about 20-25 minutes while I was getting the grill to heat up, and then we cooked. So total cook time, we did an hour and a half unwrapped, an hour wrapped, and then 20-25 minutes unwrapped back to just set the bark. I was looking at the clock trying to figure it out. Anyway, so what's that, 2.5, just under 3 hours, and we got fall off the bone. So it's a pretty good recipe if you're in a hurry to cook ribs and you don't want to do the 250 degrees for 6 hours or so, or 6 or 8 hours, depending on how everything goes. This is a good way to do it in under 3 hours. And you just watch your internal temperatures, because grills vary, and mine, I went by the dome temperature. A lot of people don't do that, and I did stick probe them with my ThermoPro Lightning just to make sure that they were where I wanted. And when I wrapped them, they were at 180-ish, and then when we pulled them, they were right at 205. So that's what you want if you won't fall off the bone. Anyway, until next time I see y'all at the grill, y'all keep on grilling.